Alright, I got SyntherosX here, and time to let y'all in on a little something that's been on my mind lately about Punishers and this guy Sizzz and his lies that he's been spreading. So, as you guys saw on the channel, Sizzz has been very active in his 1v1 no buff requests, defiantly saying that I'll have no chance. Syntheros, you'll die, Syntheros, the moment that we do this fight. So today, I go out there unbuffed. I fight him up front. I purge him and I kill him. He had Dustblade buffs on, right? And in the midst of him dying, while he knew he was already gonna die, stun locked and purged, he typed, I have Dustblade buffs, so I'm gonna let you kill me. Wow, I already made him waste his fade, made him waste his pot, because he tried to rebuff and got repurged instantly. So he literally was gonna die regardless, and he tried to make an excuse. And you know, the funny thing is, when people like that decide to make a spectacle of themselves, when everybody witnessed what happened, when everybody saw how he died, the timings and everything, everybody knew, why is he trying to lie? Like, what kind of clown does that? You know, the whole people, we had like 15 people watching us fight, and this clown try to come up with excuses. It was funny. So he says, all right, I don't have the buffs on anymore. No more Dustblade buffs. There they are. They're gone. Now we can do a fair 1v1. Fair 1v1, he says, right? Fair 1v1. So I'm ready. I'm waiting for his cooldowns. I waited just long enough. I went outside. I saw a cleric, Diana, there from Infamous. And you know what this girl does? She sees me, I see her, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna purge you, Diana, because I don't like the fact that she betrayed Kaisis. You know, she used to be the cleric on our side going against us. Nobody likes a traitor. So I went to go purge her. Lo and behold, Sizzz pops out of stealth, trying to take this opportunity to get a free kill on me because I was self-buffed. He came out of stealth with full cleric buffs after he said 1v1 self-buffed. Mind you, and keep it clear, he asked for 1v1 self-buff, he went and removed the shit Dustblade buff, and then he came out with the cleric buffs on anyway, talking about, let's do this, while I'm being ganked by the cleric. And I'm like, is this clown ass nigga really trying to do this shit right now? Clown ass. Come on. You should know better. I'm not gonna sit there and get ganked like that. You know, so I stealthed out so I can get my shit together. And the cleric, I don't know, she started acting big and bad, coming with this whole, that's not a 1v1, I'm here to support Sizzz. Sizzz called me and I'm here to be on his side. And I'm like, for real? You here to be on his side after he just asked for 1v1? Dude, if you could have heard Bonkaga mumble, Bonkaga voice chat, if you could have heard us in that moment, you would have heard the laughter of so many people. So I tell you the truth, so many people laughing at this guy. He's a fucking entertainment piece now. He's an entertainment piece. Everybody started laughing, even people who were there at Silverpool in Safe Zone watching the fight, white name and blue names outside. They started asking, wait a second, I thought, Sizzz, I thought you just said you wanted to fight him 1v1. What happened? You know what his response was? His response to this situation, to not make himself look like the clown ass spectacle that he already made himself to be, I'm not 1v1ing anymore. He refused to fight, so I'm not 1v1ing. So I said in chat, hold up. I waited for your cooldowns, after your death, after your excuses, and now you trying to tell me you're ganking me on the spite that you thought I wasn't gonna fight you? Man, please. I gave you the opportunity. I gave you the way. I'm the truth and am on the light. And I was there to fight you. And what happened? Excuses, lies, bluffing. Come on, boy, you ain't nothing. Honestly, you know it. You might as well uninstall this game. Get out of here. You're not about that life. So anyways, after he made all of those excuses, after, you know, he died in the process of trying to kill me, after he bullshitted about the 1v1, self-buffed, which never happened, by the way, he tried to gank, you know, he tried to continue to gank me with this cleric Diana as his backup. Failed. So I said, yo, you want to do 2v2? Let's play 2v2. So I bring Hilaris. Hilaris got my back. We were already doing Uncharted Paradise. We were already in squad. You know, my squad members see my HP fluctuate and be like, yo, you need some help? I'm like, nah, chill. I only need one person. They want to bring 2 people? I bring 2 people. Let's make it fair. Let's make it fun. So I bring Hilaris. And we didn't get nowhere for the first push. You know, we went in, we went out. I'm like, wait a second. That cleric is pretty tanky. She's pretty strong. And she's one-shot healing Sizzz. She's purifying him like crazy. So he's just running around the field doing non-stop damage. Yo, Hilaris, let's take this bitch-ass cleric out of the equation. Alright, so you know what happened? Went on the cleric, put on my purge G17 daggers. You wouldn't believe how fast this cleric got purged and debuffed by Hilaris. She tried to expel. You know what the next thing that would happen? I said to Hilaris, she's expelled, use magic damage. Instantly dropped. No matter how strong you are, if you're purged and getting hit while being debuffed by somebody of Hilaris caliber seeker, you're going down no matter who you are. So she died, got erased out of the PvP scene, right? She got just straight up destroyed. So she's already done being destroyed. Sizzz, you know, called him as a target, went on him, he got purged instantly. And you know what happened next? Stealth to safe zone. They always talking shit, but you know what? When the tables are turned, they do the same thing. So I don't know why they want to talk shit. So Sizzz, he goes to the safe zone with the cleric. The cleric comes back out, you know, fully buff or whatever. So I start going on the cleric, then Sizzz comes back out. So we're fighting, right? Then a BM comes to help them, and I'm like, Hilaris, now we got 2 CCers and they got support. Let's kite out the safe zone because we already wasted most of our cooldowns. Let's get out of there. Alright, so we get out of there, and the cleric Diana starts opening her bitch ass mouth. This bitch needs to get the dicks out of her mouth. Like, she started talking so much shit. This Diana girl, she started talking about, oh, Syntheros, you don't deal no damage to me, bitch. You know that nobody who's a physical class is gonna be dealing damage past expel, you dumb motherfucking cleric. Like, I can't even right now that you want some dumb shit like that. Like, you want some real dumb shit right now. So I decided, you know, because there's so many lobies and shit at Silverpool that I gotta actually defend the fact that she's speaking dumb shit, because they're talking around people that have no PvP experience. So the dumb shit that these people say, if nobody stands up to say something about it, if nobody corrects them, if nobody tells them that's not how that works or this is how it is done, then their bullshit and their lies become the medium. It becomes the fact, because nobody has the knowledge to speak up against them. So if they try that bullshit while I'm around, I make sure to say something. Alright, so I'd say to the cleric, you know, blah blah, you know, Hilaris was the one to destroy you because you tried to evade my damage, but you must have forgot the Seekers could deal magic damage. Her excuse was, check this. Her excuse was that, oh, Hilaris, a threat, a factor, I never heard of him. This bitch has been killed by Hilaris so many times in the last month that was just like her talking out her ass, like her fucking ass kabibble, because you know she got a flatty in the game, who knows about real life, but her little ass kabibble talking mad shit, saying that Hilaris is no factor. I'm like, Hilaris has been playing with the Bonkai guys for like 5 years straight before we came to this piece of shit ass European server, piece of shit ping, piece of shit time zone, no event ass server. Alright, so Hilarious has been here with us for a long ass time. So if she never heard of him, that means she must not know, because he's always been one of Bankai God's strongest seekers, most knowledgeable seekers, most skillful seekers. We've had people come and go and be better because of Hilarious, you know? And those who stay become great because of Hilarious. Anyways, moving on. So we started pushing in, trying to do assassination pulls. We killed the cleric, you know, that one time. But we couldn't really do much after that, because now the cleric's on high alert, Sizzz is on high alert, the Blade Master's on high alert. So I'm like, alright, you know, just chill, just stay back, whatever. So even though I started going in myself, my squad were going in like by themselves. Like, we weren't playing as a squad anymore. The whole squad composure was out the window, because we were done at that point. When we saw that they want to do shit unfairly, they want to talk shit, they want to lie, they want to bullshit and all that, trying to act big and bad at Silverpool. You know what I say about that? Acting big and bad, but in truth you're sad. So, you know, I let them know with the fact that they didn't kill me. Not once, not one time, not even close. They couldn't even take my dead in. So check it. After the BM, those three are ganking. They bring an archer. So now they got a rank 9 archer with a purge bow going crazy. And then in that moment that they had the archer, eternity. So now they got Diana, BM, Sizzz, archer, eternity. That's 5 motherfucking people versus just me. What? For what? For what? Because they can't get the kill? Because their fucking mouth is not strong enough to support their skills, not strong enough to back up their claims that they could take me down? This guy started this all because he asked for a 1v1, a 1v1 that never happened, because he's a bitch. That's right, Sizzz, I said it. You a bitch. You been a bitch, you always gonna be a bitch. Alright? Let that not be misunderstood. Let that not be miscommunicated, and don't be confused, because you know you a bitch, nigga. Moving on. My squad highlights, you know, I really liked the fact that we were able to crush the living crap out of Sizzz. We killed him 3 times in about a 1 hour 1 hour and 30-minute fight. We killed him 3 times, so he died like once per 30 minutes, right? Which is pretty decent for us, considering we had no support and we weren't fighting as a squad. Let's see. But, you know, I just want to talk about, you know, my next gripe with this session is eternity. Because this guy, eternity, for those of you who don't know him, and for those of you who do, let it be known that that's Sizz's butt boy. That's the Bati boy of the Dawn Glory server, and he is absolutely useless. Absolutely useless. This Dustblade thinks he's the best. He's posting shit every day on Perfect World forums. He's on everybody's YouTube channel trying to gain some kind of popularity or hype. But you know what? This guy's in defense level weapon, trying to CC me, talking crap that he could deal damage to kill me with Sizzz, but he's in a defense level weapon, so his damage is useless. His damage ain't nothing. His damage is nothing at all. So I'm sitting there like, is all he's gonna try to do is CC me? I mean, that's your Dustblade job, but don't try to act big and bad, because you're not doing nothing. I mean, yeah, I got title, but I know how to evade a lot of your stuns too, because guess what? Anti-stun is a thing, you dumb Dustblade. How this guy spammed 3 stuns in a row? I got anti-stun on, come on. Scrub, eternity, uninstall the game, bro. Either that or give your account to somebody else so they can start making you look good. Let So Sinful play your account, because at least he knows how to do a stun lock the right way. This guy, eternity, he's all about talk. Because once he realized they were never gonna get the kill, once he realized that they were never gonna kill me, his fucking rank 9 mouth and Diamond of Tiger tongue activated. Yeah, because that's right, on my server we got people like him who are all about the talk, all about the talk. This is like it's an old Harshland tactic for this guy. You know, if he doesn't get his way, if he doesn't get the kill, he starts shit talking. That's his go-to special ability. That's his go-to ultimate before Perfect World gave us ultimate. That's right, Perfect World, you didn't need to give this nigga an ultimate. You know why? Because he had his own ultimate built into his bitch ass before that shit came out. Listen, for real. Yeah. So he's sitting here trying to act big and bad on his new identity, because for those of you who are older players, you would know him better as Skelletta. Skelletta, the failure of a seeker, 1000% failure of a seeker, who always tried to be better than CKK and cash out the crap out of his seeker and failed. And then Dustblades came out, and his full rank 9 plus 12 seeker was killed by like a level 80 Dustblade who just kept stun locking him until he didn't have no HP. Thus was born Eternity, the Dustblade. That's exactly how that happened. This punk ass got fucking annihilated by a Lobby that didn't even have rank 9, and suddenly Eternity was born. So every time I see him, it's a joke, it's a laugh, because to me, he's, you know, Sizzz is a clown on his own merit, but this Eternity, he's on another level. Like, he's eternally on another level, if you know what I mean. Got that? Okay. But yeah, it's just, I guess the best way to put it is that every single PvP session, he'll just come out with a lot of out of nowhere, you know, the Americans right now in politics would call it alternative facts. So he wants to bring age into a video game, saying, oh, you're too old to be playing. Listen, Eternity, I'm the age of the gamers. I grew up with games, all systems that could ever be. And since I grew up with all those games that could ever be, you and nobody on this planet has the right to act like, you know, you can go ahead and tell me, you know, that I can't play a game because I'm actually too old. That shit don't mean nothing to me. That don't mean nothing to me. Never did, never will. Nigga, I'll be like 60 years old playing games. As a matter of fact, we got a lot of people in our server that are that old playing games. So you better recognize and you better respect, you know, because that's how it goes. Anyways, so we talked about the legacy of the shit talker and about how he wants to bring in alternative facts, you know, when he's losing the battle, when we know that he don't got the power to do what he gotta do, you know. So after that, he thinks he's big and bad. He's at Silverpool. He got his card set. He spent thousands of dollars on his card set. He used to cry and complain about it. Now he has it, and he's still not killing me. Always told me if he had the card set that he would end me. Guess what? I'm still walking around. You ganking me, and I'm still not dying. What does that mean about? I mean, what does that say? How does that speak to your character as a Duskblade who's supposed to have such high physical attack, high CC, high, you know, mobility on the battlefield to destroy single targets? I'm a single target motherfucker. What the fuck you gonna do about it? You can't take me down. No matter how many people, you could have 30 infamous out there. You ain't doing shit, because you know what? You're not infamous enough to fuck with me, bitch. Remember that. So anyways, 2-hour session, PvP session. When Eternity, you know, joins, Sizzz already died 3 times. And then we fought like, you know, a good 30 minutes more of them protecting each other. The Bati boy and the clown. And we couldn't really do nothing. So at the end, you know, I gave him a chance. I started purging Eternity instead. So Eternity got so angry, so upset, he started talking more. I already stopped paying attention to him at that point, because I'm like, all right, that's just trying to lure my attention, so I'm gonna get killed. I'm not trying to fuck with that. You're not gonna mind fuck me while I'm PvPing, alright? So next thing you know, they actually did get my attention enough that they called me out of safe zone. No pots, no genie, no nothing. And you know what? I still survived. They try to get me. I know, like I said in the video earlier, Eternity, he's, you know, nothing but talk. His stun lock is not good. You know, it's not improved. It's not flawless. And Sizzz, as much as he was under my wing, you still got a lot. He still has a lot to learn when it comes to doing stun locks. I gotta tell you that. A lot to learn. So I just held in my triple spark button. I held in F2. I held it in, and guess what? I triple sparked. And what did I do after that? Well, after that, Sizzz put a nice seal on me. I could tell him that I'm a good sport. I'm a good sport. Everybody knows it. When he put that seal on me, I thought it was over, because I'm like, shit. I'm in 3 spark. I got my defense reduction, you know, for their damage, and I'm still not able to do shit because I'm sealed. So obviously the next go-to would be my pots. So I got transposition while I was doing a pot into a stun. I couldn't do nothing. And I'm like, yo, I have faith in the fact that these clowns do not know how to stun lock somebody properly. I have faith that they were gonna, they were gonna fuck up. So I held in F7. Anybody could look at any video. F7, what's that, guys? That is dual star protection. I held in F7 for dual star protection, and let me alone survive long enough past their stun lock, past their bullshit, past his paralyzes, past the seals, past the suns, past everything the Seeker was doing. And I used my ultimate, Master of Shadows, and I walked away, and I was like, you know what? I'm done with this PvP session because I don't even feel challenged anymore. Like, I gave them the best chance to do something, and they couldn't do nothing. And it was gank, Sizzz, Eternity, and some Seeker, some rogue ass Seeker named Mr. J coming out of nowhere. That's my PvP ally from Crisis, talking about trying to gank me with Eternity and Sizzz this whole session. I forgot all about the Seeker. But I don't, I'm not gonna go on a rage and start killing Crisis or nothing like that, because that's not me. If if my word is that we're allies, that's what's signed and sealed and delivered. All right. So Crisis, they're already handling it. That shouldn't happen again. But any other Crisis that sees this video, or whoever, if you're allied with the Bankai guys, don't think that you're gonna just be attacking us out of nowhere. We're not gonna take that. Nobody's gonna take that. If we have to defend ourselves, we will defend ourselves, from allies or otherwise. All right, that's SyntherosX. That's Bankai. That's the way it's always been. That's the way it'll always be. We watch each other's back. We're family. We're friends, and we keep each other strong. We got each other's back. So keep it real. Bankai God 2017. Let's do this. Have fun, and I'll see you later.